Alright, boys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about my full Twitter slash X strategy breakdown. Basically talking about exactly what we do on Twitter, how we scale it, how we're able to get like on average like 500 plus free subs per day with it. So these are basically the main three strategies that we use. Towards the end, I'll talk about which ones I think are the best, which ones are the easiest, and whatnot. So first of all, it's retweet for retweet. Obviously, I've made a lot of videos about this. I talk about retweet for retweet a lot, simply just because of how easy it is and how you can literally automate. Like it's one of those things where you can automate it very, very fast for any model, and even if it doesn't perform too well for your model, chances are you'll get enough subscribers to make some money with it. Like even with lower quality models, even if you only get 50 free subs per day, at the end of the month, like let's say you only buy Xbot once for 1 month, that costs like $100, and to not make that money back and profit within a whole month of getting subscribers every day is a very low chance. So yeah, but yeah, pretty much how we do retweet for retweet. Now, obviously, this is just how we do it. There are obviously other ways. So we use Xbot, which, by the way, I'll leave a link in the description to get if you want. We have our own code. If you use code Penthouse, then you can get a pretty big discount. Obviously, there are other ways. You can even pay a VA for it. You can pay for a service, but this bot is literally the cheapest option on the market. If you pay a VA, you're going to be paying them a lot more. And if you pay for a service, you're going to literally be paying like 4x the price. Now, retweet groups. This is basically what you need on the account to actually do retweet for retweet. A lot of people get confused with this part. Retweet groups is literally just a group chat on Twitter, basically, where a creator will send her post for you to retweet. You have to retweet a few posts before you're allowed to retweet, allowed to send your post in there, right? So let's say like 3 creators send a message, you have to go to their page, retweet, and then you can send your message, and then people will have to retweet you before they can send their message. Now each account that you want to run retweet for retweet on, I recommend having at least around 75 groups. Obviously, the more the better, but to actually get decent subscribers, I would say around 75 as like a minimum is the best option. And yeah, so now also where to get retweet groups. I don't like providing a seller for this, only because a lot of retweet group sellers sometimes can give people low quality groups sometimes. It's not even like they're trying to scam you or anything. It's just sometimes a lot of these like sellers don't even realize what the difference is, and they'll give you bad groups, and then people then blame me for it. The best way to find a seller is if you're in OFM Telegram groups, just literally just say looking to buy Twitter retweet groups, and use a middleman, right? If you really are struggling to find one, then DM me. I can send you a few, but like I said, if you're gonna ask me for them, do not blame me, or do not even ask me why did they give you bad groups. I'm just gonna send you a list of people that I've bought from personally, and from there it's on you. I don't want to be the one that gets blamed if something does something wrong. But anyway, next thing is premium, Twitter premium. I believe the cheapest one is like $11 a month now, something like that. And yeah, I mean, it's literally like, in my opinion, on X, buying premium is like pay to win. Now, whether this is for organic or comment baiting or even retweet for retweet, having premium account is literally like pay to win. When you don't have it, you get rate limited a lot faster. There's a higher chance of you getting banned. All these things that can happen just for you not wanting to spend an extra $11, right? Like, bro, that $11 you're gonna make back within 1 day, almost guaranteed. So there's no point, not letting not buying it, in my opinion. So yeah, make sure you guys get that. It's not required, but it is in my opinion, very needed to perform a lot better on Twitter. Number 4 is pin posts. So when you're doing this retweet for retweet, obviously you want a good post that actually gets retweeted. Now the best way to do this is having a pinned post. Obviously you don't need to make a new pin post like all the time, but in my opinion, it is quite important to do that. Because whenever these creators like retweet it, they usually target or they usually go for a pin post most of the time. And obviously, whenever people click on your page and they see a nice pin post, that also help. Um, but yeah, I usually change the pin post every like 2 or 3 days. The way you kind of have to look at it is like, if the post is doing well, then you might as well keep it pinned, because there's a chance it might go viral if it gets a lot more retweets. But if it's performing badly, then you might as well just change it within like 24 hours. Next one is captions. Obviously, captions, wherever you see is trending, just use that. Obviously, if, like you can use captions related to the picture that you use, related to the body part of the image you're using, stuff like that. Whatever's trending that you see a lot of creators use, you should use captions like that. Content. Once again, if there's certain things that are trending on Twitter, you should do that. Obviously, niche specific. Like if you find a model that's in your niche and she's performing well, then you might as well tell your model to recreate that content. But yeah, also like NSFW versus safe for work content. In my opinion, on Twitter, it's best to just do NSFW. Some people perform well with SFW, and you definitely can. But if you don't have the best looking model, chances are you're not gonna stand out. Because the way you gotta look at it is, literally like 90% of your competition on Twitter is using NSFW, right? So if you're not using NSFW, when literally like 90% of the people are, then you can't really expect to do too well, especially if you don't stand out in some sort of way. Now, scaling retweet for retweet is the most simplest thing ever. This is why I talk about it so much, because how easy it is. Like, literally all you have to do is just make more accounts / buy more Twitter accounts and buy the bot again, or there's like an infinite slaves package, and basically just do more accounts that do more retweet for retweet. If you have 20 slave accounts sending out traffic from retweet for retweet to the main account, bro, that's almost guaranteed like at least 200 plus free subs a day. I want to say more, but obviously it depends on the model. But yeah, like it'll perform very good. It's literally as simple as that. VPS obviously, and you can like if you want to complete automate, you can literally have a VA that like looks over it every like 5 hours to make sure the bots are running. But even if you don't automate that part, just for you to check the bots are running and make a new pin post a day, in total will literally it'll take like 10 to 20 minutes max of your day, right? And then the rest of it is literally automated. So it's very easy to do. There's really little work for a good amount of traffic once you scale it. So yeah. Now the next part is organic accounts. So this one is a bit harder. Like, if you're gonna go for this approach, obviously this approach is completely free. Other than buying premium, it's completely free, and there's not really any other like payments involved in this. But it does take the longest to actually see results, and it's not always successful. So organic accounts, it's basically what it says, right? Organic accounts, where you just have an organic account, you post daily, and hope that something goes viral. So the main things for organic account, obviously, like I said, all these things I mentioned here, like captions, content, premium, that's all needed, obviously, on organic as well. But number one is consistency. Obviously, if you're trying to go for the organic route, then make sure you are consistent. If you're just being lazy and you post like once every week, then you can't expect results, because you're just gonna get one like and then never see results, right? I would say post at least once a day, but even better would be if you were to post like 2 or 3 times a day. High quality content. Number 3 is no nude, and the see-through clothing nude approach. So there's kind of 2 options for organic. Number 1 is doing completely safe for work content and just having captions that are like related to things that are trending, like viral captions, stuff like that. Just trying to have a caption that will make people want to actually engage with your tweet. Maybe something weird, like one caption that I saw go viral some time ago was some girl literally talking about how her mum found her Twitter account, and obviously she had like a OF girl account, so a lot of people are laughing at her, like saying, "Oh, you got caught by your mum doing this," blah blah, blah laughing, you know. Yeah, and with that type of with those type of captions, you can't just do no nude. And like I said, after some consistency, chances are you will perform well, but it can take a while. Now, next approach is see-through clothing. So this is basically where you're kind of you're trying to stay like you're trying to not have your account be marked as like not safe for work, but you're still showing your body or like your nipple to be exact. Like so, for example, like I don't know, like a shirt that's like see-through, right? You can wear something like that. One example of this that went viral before is a girl was wearing like a white t-shirt that was wet and you could obviously see through it, and she was wearing like the American red hat. What does it say? It says like "Make America Great Again." Whenever Trump got elected, and obviously she had a caption related to Trump as well. So obviously that went viral because it was technically NSFW, but didn't get marked as it, and she was a Trump supporter while he got elected. So obviously it was trending, right? So a trending slash viral type of caption, and it's even related to the content as well because she's wearing that hat, and it's also showing her body off. So that's literally if organic. Like I said, it can take a while, and it won't always be successful. It's one of those things where like, in my opinion, it's good to do an organic account on the side while you're already getting traffic from like retweet, for example. Now, next one is comment baiting. In my opinion, comment baiting is the second best option. This is very easy to get extra traffic. Like, in my opinion, you can't really expect a massive amount of subscribers from this unless you have a reply go viral or for someone famous replies to you. Other than that, you can't really expect to get too many subscribers. So, number one is 100 plus comments per day. If you're doing less than that, it's not really worth it. I'd say 100 is at the minimum. Number two is the images. So the images should never be NSFW. They should always be safe for work. Even better if you can make the content relate to what you're replying to. But obviously, not all creators are ready to make like new content all the time. Now, number three is what to comment on. So, what to comment on? Meme pages, like baby pages, like pages that promote, models, like paid promo. Like if you see a page promoting Sophie Rain, and she replies to it, you can reply to it as well, and try like basically steal that traffic from her paid promo. And obviously just replying to like other creators, right? And like viral posts. So going back to what I said about like arguing with someone, making someone reply to you. If, for example, someone tweets about some Twitch streamer, let's just say, saying that they did something, imagine you reply to that tweet saying, "OMG, that's so embarrassing, I'd never do that." And imagine that Twitch streamer, like let's say it's a girl, replied to you saying like, "You do OF, lol." And then it sort of went like mini viral because she's arguing with an OF girl on Twitter, right? If something like that was to happen, then obviously you start getting a lot of subscribers because you're getting a lot of attention. So yeah. So before I talk about this here, the bottom three, I'll quickly go through what I think is best. So number one, in my opinion, the best one to do is retweet for retweet. Simply because it's very simple. Like it's technically automated straight away for the most part. Very easy to scale. If you're willing to put a few $100s into this, you can scale it very fast and you can get hundreds of free subscribers within the first few days, very easily. Next one is comment baiting. Like I said, if you do 100 plus comments per day, every single day, once again, it's very easy to get extra subscribers from this. And there's always a chance someone viral, someone famous might reply to you, or like an influencer might reply to you. And our number three is organic accounts. Even though organic accounts can do very well, in my opinion, it's not like as good as the other two, only because of how long it can take, and the fact that it's not always successful. So yeah. So account warm up. Account warm up is different for all of these. It sort of depends on like which thing you want to do. If you want to do an organic account, the warm up should be like over a week long, I'd say, maybe even a bit longer, maybe like 2 weeks. Um, for retweet, you only really need to do like a 3-day warm up. Like we personally don't even really bother doing much of a warm up, but obviously I don't want to say don't do one because a lot of people say that they get banned after not doing one. So I would say you should. But yeah, like a 3-day warm up, and I don't run the bot 24/7 straight away. Run the bot for like 8 hours a day for the first like 3 days, and after that you should be fine in my opinion. Now for comment baiting, like if you have a separate account just for comment baiting, I wouldn't really worry about a warm up. But if you do it on like an organic account or like on the retweet for retweet account, then just do the warm up that you have to do for one of these, and then just start the comment baiting after that. Proxy. We personally have never used a proxy on Twitter. Never had an issue because of not using one. I really don't believe that it matters at all. Some people say it does, but I've literally never bothered using one, and I've never had an issue without one. So I honestly think it's fine, and that you don't have to worry about it. And yeah. Now FTL or paid. Personally, we do FTL on Twitter. Now, if you're going for the organic route, then you probably could do paid, because like high quality subscribers will come instead. But when you're doing retweet for retweet, it's more about the scale and like trying to bring as many subs in as you can. And in my opinion, at that point, it's best to do FTL instead. Same goes for comment baiting. You can do paid as well because it is a bit higher quality, but in my opinion, especially if you're doing an account, the same account that you're doing retweet for retweet on, you might as well just do FTL in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, my private group goes a lot more in depth into all of these things. So if you guys want to join, that'll be in the description. And I'll leave a link to Xbot as well in the description too, and my free group as well, my free Telegram. So yeah, hopefully you guys learned something from this. Thank you guys for watching.